they can now hear us. And hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome to this episode of Tayyar. It's episode 4, entitled Carnival Nights. So why is it called Carnival Nights? They're in a dungeon. Who knows? And it was so last we left off, these valiant heroes representing the kingdom, or the queendom rather, of Tayyar traveled deep within the depths of a dwarven crypt, where their bones were of honored veteran warriors who were from an olden time and everything like that, never were disturbed really. And then suddenly necromancy spawned here, and legions of undead just started to roam into the local villages and everything, and start to cause havoc and harm. And they were told that if this doesn't get resolved and the royal army doesn't come out to solve this, they're gonna start not paying their taxes. They're gonna start not having such a strong allegiance to the queen as they once did. So being the good-hearted politicians and monarch that they were like, we're gonna personally see to this that is gonna get handled. So they went out there, men and women of their words, went down to the crypts, fought gelatinous cubes, and fought spiders and skeletons and everything. And they are finally at the bottom floor. Now I just want to let everyone know that my stepson Theodore is 6 years old, and he designed this map tonight. And he said to me, I want to do traps every 5 seconds, that way they die. And then so
Right.
granted, I had to edit it because I was like, I like where your head's at. It's strong, it's bold, but that's not fair. And then so a little disappointed, but he was fine with it. And yeah, so in the middle of the screen you can see the map. Now you guys are you, the audience, get to see my perspective, which is the hindered map. If you want to see something cool, we'll see what Dia sees. And this is what Dia can see. So we're using dynamic lighting, where if you move her thing, you can see more of the actual map and everything like that. But, and this is what the players see. The players can see their Roll20 and what's on them. So for characters like Jackson, who is a just a normal dude, just a normal human.
That's right. This is an awesome human.
This is what he sees. So it's just a little bit of a difference. So hopefully there's dancing lights.
just a little bit. Just a little bit.
Just so hopefully there's
my nickname is Justice, because Justice is blind. Okay.
Oh my god.
Oh, he made it work.
That's right.
He's still holding on to Dia's pauldron and shoulder pad, trying to go through the darkness. But
Conga line.
So it's good. Yeah. So before we go any further, let's go ahead and go around the room and introduce these fantastic players, and they're gonna need it tonight. So as always with anything that I'm a part of, you have to introduce yourself with your full chest and say how amazing you are, and you get advantage, one roll this whole entire night. And if you do a bad job and are humble or meek, then you'll get disadvantage on a roll that I choose of. So we're gonna start off with Discount Bard. Tell us about how amazing you are. Or not.
Starting out strong here with one of the best. Oh no, not gonna go with that right at the top
No.
here. Hi everyone, I'm Eddie, otherwise known as the Discount Bard. I'm a streamer here on Twitch as well. You can find me on twitch.tv/discountbard, where I do variety content, sometimes TTRPG related, sometimes pirate related, depends on what we feel like on a given day. Otherwise, you can find me on all the various social medias at Discount Bard if you want to follow all my various shenanigans. I'm a voice artist, a actor, performer, and otherwise real-life jack of all trades, master of none. And I'm here to have a good time today. I am bringing to the table Relvin, who is a sorcerer. So hopefully I'll be able to magically assist our way through this dungeon and maybe keep ourselves alive with my 3 spell slots.
Use them well, my friend.
Use them well.
And going over to our queen, Eclipse, Rising Valkyrie. How's it going?
Hello. I'm Jess. You can find me at Rising Valkyrie on Instagram and at Rising Valkyrie J on Twitter, which is pretty much just tumbleweeds and crickets, which is a joke I make every week, so it's probably gonna get old. But you can find me there, and also every other Saturday. Coming this Saturday is Phoenix by Night Season 2 on our lovely host, D'Angelo's channel, which I'm very excited for as well. And you can catch the VOD, obviously, of a stream that I did a few days ago for Dollar Store DM, which was pretty amazing. Also 6 hours long. So if you got time to kill, enjoy that. And yeah, I'm just here to have a good time with these lovely, lovely people.
There we go. Sorry, let me set up the giveaway really fast. And going over to Duralath. Tell us about
What is up? I am Andrew J. Landy, also known as Duralath. I'm a host, I'm an actor, I'm a streamer. I'm also an IT guy who's fighting our internet provider right now, but we made it, so we're here. I'm also the voice of Dante Mendoza in the audio drama Vampire the Masquerade Port Saga. All episodes are out now wherever you get your podcasts: Apple, Google, Stitcher, Spotify, iHeartRadio. Search Vampire the Masquerade Port Saga. Trust me, you will enjoy it. Listen to it on a wonderful system and dive into the world that is Port Saga. Other than that, I play the human, the awesome human, the variant human, the blind human, who's not really blind, just can't see in the dark, Jackson Arcega, our coin master. And above all else, we who are about to die salute you.
Perfect. And then going over to Utahime Cosplay.
Hi guys, I am Duralath's better half. Just kidding.
This is true.
Just-
This is true. This is true.
I just wanted to tease him a little bit. All right, I am Utahime. I am a cosplayer, a streamer as well, and a TTRPG performer. You can find me on social media at Utahime Cosplay, and that's on Facebook, Instagram, here on Twitch, where I stream on my own channel a variety of games. Yesterday, we had a really fun cosplay stream where I was Deanne from Seven Deadly Sins playing some Dead by Daylight.
Oh,
So
I
you get
missed
to enjoy
that.
some of those fun moments as well when the community uses their channel points for cosplay streams and other fun stuff. So definitely come hang out. Yeah, I am playing Dia Guha, who is a high half-elf paladin, Oath of Vengeance. And yeah, she does not play when it comes to her general duties. She takes things a little bit too seriously sometimes, but Queen Eclipse definitely puts her in her place and makes her drink all the alcohol.
I love how all of us are coming out with like this big old yes, I'm amazing. Just kidding.
Just kidding. We all get disadvantage. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh,
Not today.
not today.
Let me do this really quick. There we go. Now I got
Already
it.
blind, man.
Okay, perfect. Now it,
I know. Let's get to this battle
there you go.
before our internet wants to go boop, 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 boop,
right? Okay.
and also put us in darkness.
So really quick, the giveaway. Oh, that's another thing. Our sponsor for tonight is Umbral Oculus Dice, made by the wonderful Taryn Hackett, aka Valrook. They're incredible dice. They look beautiful and amazing. There you go. Thank you, Utahime. So tonight we're going to be giving away a single D20. The keyword is going to be Dia. So it'll be all uppercase DIYA. So make sure to enter that into chat, and then you'll be entered to win. And yeah, are people already showing up? Perfect. That's good. Okay, good. And
missed everything. We all died, and we're
Yep.
not going to
We
be
have
coming
to
back
start
to
new
life.
characters.
The show-
Yeah, we got new characters.
Oh, sorry.
Oh,
Okay. And that's it, everyone. Yeah.
And they all
That's all,
live
folks.
happily.
Yep. And they all live terribly after. Yeah. So, all right. You guys are descending the staircase, going to the final floor, which is basement floor 2. And as you're coming down here, those of you with dark vision are able to see somewhat, but the rest of you, or I guess Jackson, really cannot. So now it's up to you. I will let you decide before you descend. Would you like to have a torch out? Because I think you guys did light a torch or had some sort of light source prior. So what would you like to
I
do?
believe
in
it
that
was
regard?
my mace of disruption that actually has
Yeah.
like a glow to it that basically I had behind my back in
yeah.
order to be the beacon for Jackson, so he kind of follows the light, like follow the light.
I also thought Jackson had like a torch attached
Yeah,
to a spear.
I was gonna
thing.
say, did you allow me to tie a torch to my glaive?
Yes.
I think I remember that being a thing
Yeah.
last
I
time.
forgot that was a thing. Oh my goodness.
Then we're gonna do 20 feet.
Because you got extra
So-
fire damage, so.
Now you should be able to see because you have a torch that's on your thing. Did it update for you?
Oh
Jackson?
my god, I have vision.
Yes. Yeah. So there you go. Now, so it's exactly as you can see on your screen, where you can see that there is rubble down here. There is blood, splatters of blood. There are sounds of like clattering bones and a bit of a slight hum of arcane energy. Those of you who are religious, which I think it's just Dia, you can sense a very big, like, nauseous feeling, which usually comes with necromancy in the area. It feels very, very strong. Whatever is causing this chaos and mishaps is within the vicinity. There is a wall around you guys, about like right over here, that's blocking line of sight. But if you go over here, you should be able to see, like, more. So it's up to you. How would you like to handle this situation?
So wait, so we're going downwards, right?
Correct. Yeah. So you came
So
from the staircase, yeah, and walked down.
What is the thing on the floor in front of us?
It is an Iron Maiden that is currently unused. An Iron Maiden is a device used for torture, where it's like a coffin essentially with spikes, and when you put someone in there and then close it, and it punctures them essentially. And
Cool.
yeah.
Casual. Yeah, chill.
Theo has taste, so it's good. Yeah.
Okay.
The most comfortable sleeping quarters.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can I find? Is there? And Dia's pretty strong. Is there a large enough rock to kind of like basically? She's gonna try to throw the rock on the ground to try to basically see like if there's anything, like any devices or
Mechanism?
something that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sure. Okay. Why don't
Actually,
you...
I want to do a check. Like Dia would basically
Perception
kind of
check, or
look above and
Yeah.
also to kind of look on the ground. But she's also, when she's looking on the ground, she's looking specifically for, some type of rock that she can almost like. Well, it's not the same as water, but
Yeah.
like basically to try to see if something happens on
Yeah.
the ground in
That
that
works.
area.
All right, go ahead and give me a perception check, and then we'll see what happens.
Okay. And that is a 21.
21. Okay, perfect. So as you're seeing everyone kind of like approach through, light is pouring from not only your mace. I think you can turn it on and off or something like that, right? Or
Mhm.
it's only when you're
To
using
activate it.
Yeah. And then and also Jackson's like torch, that's also like lighting the way and everything. And as you're looking left, right, and center, you do notice that there is a small like glimmer or shimmer that the light is catching on a sort of like wire that is like pretty tight and about ankle height, that
Okay.
none of your other companions really see at this moment, as
Okay.
they can hear the sounds of clattering and all that kind of stuff, and they're trying to pay attention to those sites, kind of exchanging
Yeah.
glances. Yeah.
Dia telepathically, because they're still connected,
Yes.
she will say, "Don't move any further. I see that there's a trap set for us ahead. Be careful, it's on the ground.
Should we just
Mind
like
the
cut it,
way."
or should we just like walk over it?
Dia's still looking for that. Is there a rock?
There's a rock. Yeah. There's a good, well-sized
Because
rock.
she's gonna use that rock and she's going to throw it
Try to activate.
to activate it to see what
Sure.
happens. But making sure too, like she's like kind of like doing this, like we're backing up.
Yeah.
Let's
A safe
make
distance?
sure we're not too close to
Like
it.
Jackson.
When we set it off.
Yeah. So you take the rock. It takes no effort at all as you go and you throw it over to where the tripwire is, and then sure enough, as you hear the sound of it like snapping, you hear the sounds of gears begin to churn as it like lifts up immediately and just like collapses. Its two doors and closes, and then just waits there. It makes a huge sound that echoes throughout this entire room, but nothing else really seems to happen at this moment. Granted, the sound of clattering is getting louder. And you hear the sound of a very ghostly sort of voice that's like, "Whoa, who's there?" As it's like double speech and everything, and it goes like, "Is someone there? Show yourselves. Actually, don't. You should leave this place and never return." As and like,
Is the door still closed?
there is no door. You're
Okay.
totally yeah. There's a bit
Okay.
of brick like rock wall that's hindering your line of sight.
Okay.
Yeah.
What is the? Can I see down the other side of it where the rocks are?
Sure. So you want to go down like right here or something?
So on the. Oh, okay. So I see. There's a brick. No, I'm good. I wasn't gonna do that.
You're like, I think there's a giant creature. Yeah. So if you want to, you could do a sneak roll or a stealth roll to try to see.
Yeah.
Yeah, more. If you
Can
like
I
to.
sneak around the corner and like peek?
That's fine. Yeah, you can Scooby Doo it up. Yeah.
Yes, because I'm proficient. Perfect. Alright, can I take that advantage though?
Go for it. Yeah, that's fine.
Thank you.
Are you
Wait,
sure
what
you
was
want to
that?
pop it right now? Just
I do, because I
Alright,
don't want to
alright.
get caught.
Go for it,
Perfect! Okay, that was a 15 plus 7, so that's
15 plus
a
7?
20,
Okay.
22. Yeah.
So you see everything that's around here. So you take into account that there are about 4 skeletons in your line of sight, as well as a gelatinous cube that's over here, just like squiggling away,
Cool.
like just eating like debris and all that kind of stuff.
Mhm.
And at the center of this actual like complex or room, you
Mhm.
see a giant floating spectral like dwarf that seems to be in like old school robes with a powdered wig and all this kind of stuff,
Mhm.
and like that seems very just like just mulling to himself as he's endlessly sort of channeling, and he just calls again. He goes like, whoever's there, leave this place and never return. And yeah, he kind of just
Do
calls
I
out.
also see that there are multiple ways into this room? Or no?
Not that you can see. It seems like the areas surrounding it, like sort of around, are simply just like dungeon sort of walls that
Okay.
that cannot be. Yeah, it's just like earth after beyond that.
Is there a way I can see on the right? Is there a way in behind the staircase?
Sure. There's a little tiny gap that's also shown on the map. So you kind of like want to go over here.
Am I able to get past the staircase to get to here? Or no?
Yeah, that should be fine. So you kind of like
Okay.
shimmy around it and everything like that, and you can see a little
Okay.
bit more, but it seems like there's still only about 4 skeletons, gelatinous cube, and a very spectral-looking
Mhm.
creature.
But is there a way for me to get in behind that? So, for example, if I kept walking that way, is
Huh?
there another way in from there, from the top bit?
Nope. Just the way you
No.
came in is the only way out, essentially. Yeah.
No. I meant into the room.
Oh,
So-
yeah. So it's essentially just broken like stone walls. So yeah, you're able to walk through if needed. Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to telepathically tell my friends. So there's about 4 skeletons, another awful cube, and this gnome dude wearing old clothes, old robes. He seems to be special, but yeah. I can't see any way to flank in, but I can see this entrance and also one behind the staircase, a very small one. So maybe if we split, we'll cover more ground. Possibly.
Well, I can always handle the skeletons.
Someone's got to handle the cube. The cube is something. I'm not willing to go through another cube.
You guys never try diplomacy. Oh.
I wouldn't recommend it second time, no.
That was a mistake. I'll take it, dear. I'm sorry.
You're
That
good.
must be the necromancy that I sensed in this area.
Mhm.
So just be on alert. That it's a chance that he has powers that we aren't aware of.
Well, we've already
Perhaps-
lost the element of surprise. Do we perhaps want to try and see if there is a diplomatic approach to this situation?
Perhaps though, there could be a secret. Like, perhaps we can flank. If one of us or two of us go from this entrance around the other side, and I kind of point towards the one above, the one I looked at, the very small one,
Yeah.
and I say, so perhaps 2 can distract or 3 can distract from the main entrance, and then someone else could sneak in behind them.
I don't feel comfortable with you being alone, Your Majesty. But
Anyone else here stealthy?
Jackson, unfortunately, cannot see a thing. He's as blind as a bat right now.
I have a torch. I can see enough.
And Durla, can you move your mic a little bit closer?
Yep, sorry.
Okay. You're good. You're good.
Actually, there we go.
Oh, your torch is still lit? Okay, good. It's still
Yeah,
lit?
torch still lit. Yeah.
It's lit.
Never mind.
But you know I
Yes.
can handle myself, dear. If I'm on my own, I'll be okay. I just need to handle the skeletons.
Just
On the
like
other
when
side.
that cube almost tore you in half. Yep. Uh-huh.
Hey, we killed it, and plus the cube's on the other side.
And that was
It's
20
not on the
minutes ago,
side
by
I'm
the way.
coming. Yeah,
Yeah.
Well,
plus the
I'm
cube.
going in that direction. So
So
we
which-
can
which
avoid
direction?
running into the cube again.
So you're going through the main entrance, dear.
Yes.
Okay, then I will go on the flank. If anyone else wants to come with me,
And you guys should have control over your tokens, so feel free to move them wherever you'd like to. Granted, if you get in line of
Yes.
sight of an enemy, you may have to tussle.
Is there a way to because Dia's going to, after basically this is all telepathically, of course.
Yeah.
I'm going to try to sneak over because I see that there's a skeleton, at least in my line of sight, that's over here, let me do this. That's over kind of in this area.
Mhm.
Like, hold on. Looks like there's a, hold on, let me see how far that is because I'm trying to, what I want to do.
Mhm.
I will be sure to accompany Her Majesty so we don't run into any more undesirable circumstances.
Yeah, because I'm going to try to, if it's facing a certain direction,
Yeah.
I'm going to try to go up and within melee distance to use my Mace of Disruption. on
Okay,
this
perfect. To the big
skeleton.
creature or to the skeleton that you can see?
Skeleton, for
Skeleton?
sure.
Okay. And yeah, it seems like it's within like about 10 feet of you or so. So that's no worries at all for the closest one. And we'll have you guys move first, and then after that, there'll be the reaction, essentially.
Okay,
Uh,
so still far enough away from the big guy, but she's gonna get up close and she's going to do a surprise round on that one.
Okay. I'll have you go like right here before something happens. And then before that though, Eclipse, Relvin, and Jackson, where would you guys like to be positioned in this sort of like deployment phase?
Can I sneak over to here? Because I'm behind that skeleton, right?
Correct, yeah. So if you want to be over
Yeah.
there, that's completely fine.
Can I sneak there? Is that just stay hidden? I don't want to be in sight yet.
Yeah, that's fine. You can be hidden currently because using your 21 for sneak before.
Okay.
And then
So I'm gonna stay there. I telepathically say, Dia, if you can cause a distraction, I'll come in behind.
Already taken care of, Your Majesty.
And Relvin will
Thank
be
you.
in tow with Her Majesty.
Mhm.
and then,
Do you need me to roll stealth as well?
yes, yeah.
I feel like I have
Dia's
babysitters.
not well. She's
Yeah.
sort of stealthy, but she's not like as stealthy.
As you like pull your armor.
DM,
Uh-huh.
was my introduction enough that I may have earned myself an
Yeah,
advantage?
absolutely. You all got advantages. Yeah.
Wonderful.
Cool.
Why? You don't
Cool.
need to use it though. It's
What?
fine.
I absolutely did not need to roll with advantage to get rid of that natural one I just rolled.
That's not a good roll to me. It's fine. It's
Ow.
good.
This is
Uh,
fine.
Yikes.
how about a 14? We'll take that.
Sure, that works. Okay. And then Jackson, where would you like to go? Would you like to
Uh,
accompany Dia or go somewhere else?
Oh, I'm totally gonna bug Dia, but only because
Oh, I'll let you
I'm
roll.
also not stealthy, and 3v1 or 2v2. I like the idea of balance, but I'm staying right behind.
Okay.
Let's see here. Yeah, I can like actually position myself right about here.
Okay.
Is that cool?
Yeah, that's completely fine. So as you guys get there, everyone's good with their deployment, right? You guys are
Mhm.
where you
Yeah.
need. Good. So as you guys come into line of sight of this creature, you do see that there is a large spectral sort of creature, as Eclipse had described prior, as well as some skeletons. Now the skeletons all turn to you and their jaws begin to widen as they kind of give sort of a feral sort of hiss. However, the hand of this creature, the spectral creature who is channeling this necrotic energy, like has enough willpower to like hold them back from attacking you guys. And he looks to both Dia and Jackson as he goes like no, you must run from here. Like whoever you are, whatever your mission is, just leave this place and never return. I can't control them for much longer. As he is like seeming to struggle maintaining his grip on these undead fiends.
Huh.
And, yeah.
Are you trying to say that you have nothing to do with what's going on in the town?
And he responds, still under a strain. Oh yeah, he's fine. So still straining, as one hand channeling, one hand straining, as he looks to you and goes, I've been dead for a century. I have no need to like come alive to wreak havoc on people here. I was forced into this. As he gestures to the ground, where you see some light arcane runes that have it seems like they're moderately fresh. And he goes, some people came here and used magic to summon me and are forcing me to raise the dead and cause them to go out into the land and cause harm. I never wanted this to happen, but I have no choice as it's beyond my control.
Well, how do we break this control? Tell me immediately, because it has to be done.
And he goes, there's a couple ways. One, if you have a powerful like priest or cleric to perform an exorcism, that would work, but you'd still be subject to the skeletons. Otherwise, I do have a sort of source here at my feet. As you can clearly see that there is what must be his skull, that has some gems that are in the eye sockets that's just powering and radiating this necromancy. That you can see it and you can feel that that's the source of your nauseousness and everything. And he goes like, but it's been magically enhanced with a barrier to prevent it from just breaking or shattering easily. There's no easy route here. So I fear that I'm going to continue to raise the dead. As you look over and you see there's piles of bones that have been like extracted from crypts and now like just placed haphazardly onto the ground, and they're clattering and kind of forming together slowly into more skeletons. Right now,
he's going to try to do insight into what he said to see if he's actually lying.
Go for it. Okay, good. He's still strong.
Okay, so I definitely used my advantage for that one.
3 of you using advantage right off the bat. I like this.
So that's an 18.
18? Okay. So with an 18, you can see that he's being pretty genuine. Like he is trying his best to keep them at bay. He looks extremely guilty and extremely exhausted, and you see that his body is like trying to force itself to do things he doesn't want it to, and he seems like he's in spiritual pain. Yeah.
What would become of this spectral being if this skull is destroyed? Is there a way for us to possibly get out of this without their destruction?
Really quick, please clarify how you're communicating this. Do you want to break stealth, or do you want to communicate this telepathically?
That is telepathically to
Okay.
I guess Dia, since she's the one conversing with our spectral friend.
Dia will basically repeat what Relvin asked as far as trying to figure out the way to safely deactivate said spell or enchantment, whatever is going on with the necromancy.
If we can spare them, we may acquire a powerful ally.
Okay. And
she doesn't say that part. She's just says the other.
Would you join us if we helped you? Like, so
Wow.
You can't show all your cards.
Return to
Come
the
on.
king. Yeah, it's kind of yeah. So so you ask this question as like, you know, like what can we do, you know? And he responds with like, I can't quite explain it to you right now, but like if you have the resources, I'm sorry, I don't know any of you guys or who you are, but I can only imagine you're just simply adventurers or from the town protecting it or something. But you would need a high-level priest to be able to extract, you know, just especially essentially like exorcise my spirit, or just physically you could beat on this skull, but you'd have to actually get to it and face these skeletons that are around, and yeah.
Are there any other traps laid out for us ahead?
And he kind of like thinks a little bit. Oh, let me see. Okay, you see his grip weakening as like one of the skeletons begins to like move a little bit.
And Dia's not she's not hesitating one bit because she's not scared of the skeleton, so she's still having this conversation, just like with the mace in one hand, waiting to like smash this thing in its head.
I'm pretty sure that if a skeleton came within range, that's why Jackson is there. Because if they do come in range, I mean, you're covered. So
yeah, so she's like literally like this.
Telepathically, I tell Dia, can you ask the guy what these people look like, or what these people were like?
Can you give us any description of these people that you're mentioning that caused all of this? Any type of affiliation? What nation were they a part of? I need information. This is all so vague.
He he kind of like searches his memory. He's like, I can't. Okay. What I remember is that there were like maybe 8 figures. They were robed and clothed in this sort of black cloth. I believe they had like symbols of like a crow or a raven or something like that that's been tattooed sort of on them. And they came in and they seemed extremely powerful and well financed. Like, I'm sure that things haven't changed since when I was alive to now, but like there were certain resources that they used that were very expensive. So they had to have money behind their sort of like, whatever their purpose was in doing this. But
And no names were mentioned.
And he goes, no,
Not a one?
what my consciousness came to be when they were submitting the binding spell essentially on me to force my will and control my body and to do their whim essentially. I'm
Dear, can you ask him who he is?
Who are you exactly?
and he goes, my name when I was alive it was Malgorn. Malgorn. Bronzebeard's too common. Bronze Brow. So
Bronze brow.
yeah.
So
Right.
Malgorn.
Malgorn.
Yeah. And
Bronze brow.
when I was alive, I was a very powerful wizard. I studied various, arts and made a lot of advances in magical research. And I specialized in necromancy. Never ever did I want to force the dead and defile the bodies of those who have passed to cause such harm. So I am pained. I'm wounded right now that I am causing such like harm. But I am the source of it. If you can destroy this crystal or exorcise me, please do so. But I fear that you may not be enough. As he kind of looks to. Are any of you wounded at all?
Slightly.
Slightly? Okay,
Slightly.
yeah. He sees a slight like cut on your like cheek, and he's like, "You're clearly wounded. Be careful." And, yeah.
The symbol of the raven, these could be the same individuals who attempted the life of our queen.
Mm-hmm, I'm thinking so.
Connection. It is apparent that they're all working together. A coup is being planned.
Sabotage of sorts.
As
How should
Time
we
is of the
proceed?
essence. Our spectral friend may not be able to hold on for much longer.
you
We'll
yeah,
have
you
to make
definitely
a
seem
decision soon.
struggling as he goes, "I can't hold on much longer. Please,
Let's do
leave
it.
this place." As-
Your Majesty.
Let's do it.
So, Dia will then, she's going to attempt to throw her trident
Okay,
in the direction of the skull
sure.
because of the fact that after being told, like, do it, then she's going to try to see. She's not trying to get close because she wants to see what the reaction is with something hitting it.
Yeah.
That is kind of the thought process here. All right, so that is oh, okay, that's 24 to hit.
Yeah, you hit for sure.
Okay.
Kobe.
Okay, is there a reaction, anything that happens, or should I just roll for damage?
Nope. You pick up your trident, you throw it, you see it hit. Before you do damage and everything, what happens is it hits, and you hear him scream out in pain as he completely loses control of the skeletons as they all begin to get ready to tussle. But it seems to you've broken through the barrier slightly enough to damage the skull. So go ahead and roll damage.
Okay. And that is 9 points of damage.
Perfect. Okay. And you see a purple shimmer. It gets pierced by your trident, and then it reforms around the trident, and is able to sort of force it out, and then it clatters on the ground. Unless it's magical and it can return to your hand or something like that.
No.
But,
no,
okay. Yeah. So it's
nothing like
just on the ground near the specter. And I'll need everyone to roll initiative. And Relvin and Queen Eclipse are currently hidden.
Dirty 20.
Okay. And Relvin?
14.
Jackson?
9.
9? Okay. And then Eclipse?
23.
Woo. Perfect. And then the bad guys. Oof, that's pretty high.
Helps to have a high dex.
Guys, you say you don't happen to have alert, do you?
No.
That'd be insane if she did. Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so let's go ahead and do this. Run the encounter, and then Jackson has 9. Relvin has 14. Dia has 20. And then Eclipse has 23. And then everyone else has 18.
All right.
Start. There we go. So Eclipse is the first one up. So what would you like to do?
I am going to sneak attack the skeleton on the far side, so the one near the skull, so there.
Okay.
If I can do that.
Is it this one?
No, this one. Oh wait, hold on, this one. I
Oh,
can't
this
show
one.
you. Yeah.
Okay.
So am I able to go around?
Yeah, absolutely. You have full movement and everything. The bigger boulders are the ones that are at least like 7 feet tall and all that.
Oh,
so
okay.
anything smaller
So
than that, then you can walk around on.
So
Yeah.
I'm gonna do that, yeah, and then come behind.
Sure, that's fine.
Yep, perfect. I'm gonna sneak attack him, or her, or either or. And,
yeah.
Or they, yeah. Give me 1 second. Sneak attack.
Yes. By the way, we are doing giveaway for Umbral Oculus Dice. Make sure to put in Dia all uppercase in chat in order to be entered to win, for a chance to win. Yeah.
Yep. I'm going to sneak attack with my rapier,
Okay.
which gives me advantage. So that's the wrong dice. That's great. Okay, cool. As a 15 plus 8. I can't math. 23 again. to
23?
hit?
Yep, that works.
Yep. So it's 1d8. Where are my dice? I don't know what I'm doing. I don't. There you go. 1d8. That's a 5. 5 plus 6 is 11. Plus 2d6 because sneak attack, which is 3 plus 5 is 8. So that's 19 altogether for the rapier.
He lived a good life. Okay.
You dead?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Okay.
Worked.
Okay.
Cool.
There we go.
And then I'm going to use my bonus action. Let me think. Can I make it and attack the next one, or is it too far?
Let me see here. Do you have 2 attacks on your?
I have my psionic blades. My psionic daggers.
Oh, okay. I think you can throw them. Yeah.
I could throw it, yeah. And then there's a skull right in front of me, right? His skull. Right in front of me.
Correct. The big bads or the another skeleton?
The big bad. Big bad.
Big bad? Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I'm just gonna throw my psionic blade at it.
Sure. Sounds good.
So,
Go to roll for it?
Yep. Perfect. That's an 18 to hit.
That hits just barely.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yes! Right. And a d4. Yes. Okay, so it's a 2 plus 5, that's 7 damage. Psychic damage.
50.
Of me, like, forming it in my hand and then throwing it.
Perfect. And then after that, it's gonna go ahead and go to Dia.
She's going to go up to the same one that she was planning on attacking and hit it with the Mace of Disruption.
Okay.
Okay, let's see. And then it also needs to succeed a Wisdom saving throw as well.
That is a 10.
Okay. So let's see. Okay, so it's gonna take a extra 2d6 of damage then. Okay, and then that was 18 to hit. I'm
Oh yeah,
assuming
that hits for
that's
sure.
more than enough. Okay, let me try to do this really quickly then. Okay, so that's okay, and then that's going to be 14 points of damage.
14. Okay. So 14 points. Skeleton B will take it down. There we go. D&D Beyond said this was going to be a deadly encounter, and I'm starting to think that it was lying. There we go.
And the next thing she would like to do is, let me see here. I'm trying to look at the map. She's going to use the remainder of her movement to kind of go in between the cube and this other skeleton. So kind of like, I guess here.
Sure. Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect. And I did add the effect to that you yourself will generate like I think 30 feet of bright light because of your mace and everything like that. So wherever you are, it'll shine.
Perfect. Yeah. So
same with Jackson. Yeah.
I'm facing the skeleton, but I do have
sorry.
my shield. Like I have my shield braced for whatever attack from either side.
Sorry, I forgot. There you go. Okay, there you go. All right, and then anything else for you?
That is it. That's all I can do for now.
So after you is going to be this specter. By the way, on roll 20, can you see the initiative order?
Yes.
Okay.
Turn order. Yep.
Okay, good. Yes. So this creature, Malgorn, who seems pretty cool. You know, he seems pretty awesome. He's going to look to he's going to look towards Dia, and he's like, I'm so sorry, and he's going to do Eldritch Blast,
Okay.
which will do Eldritch Blast. So he's going to try to hit you, and that's going to be a 14 to AC, which I'm pretty sure is not going to hit.
That is not hit.
Yeah, okay.
Because I have my shield too, so basically I'm just kind of
beefy, yeah.
bracing.
So you see him like charge up the Eldritch Blast and then manually like just deviate it so it like Stormtrooper misses. And then innate spellcasting, everything looks good. Save throw. Ooh, that's crazy. All right, so that was easy. So now it's the gelatinous cube. So let me just cover this really. This creature's movement is, I think, only. It's only like a bit. Speed 30 feet. So it will. Yeah, it's enough. I think so. It'll just. Yep. So head over and like and try to get you. So what happens is that it's going to transparent pseudopod. It is going to try to hit you with an 18 versus AC.
That does just hit.
Does just hit? Okay. So it's going to now. Do you want me to do the average or do you want me to roll? How would you like to take damage?
Well, I'm trying to see, is it something that basically I can use my dexterity saving throw? Because I do have Shield Master Evasion. So I would want to, if it's an effect.
And what does Shield
that.
Master Evasion do?
If you're subjected to an effect that allows you to make a dexterity saving throw to take only half damage, you can use your reaction to take no damage if you succeed on the saving throw, interposing your shield between yourself and the source of the effect.
Okay.
So I'm just trying to see what type of effect it is.
Yeah, so this one's just a straight attack. So you see it take one of its gelatinous arms and
it.
then it's like smack you essentially.
Okay.
So that's going to be 5, 7. That's gonna be 9 damage. Acid damage if it matters.
Okay.
We'll do so we can enter space. Oh, I should have done that. Okay, never. I'll be.
I did ask.
Yeah. I should have moved into your space. Okay, never mind. All right. So after that, it's gonna go to skeleton A is dead. Skeleton B is dead. Skeleton C. And you do see that it's like Skeleton A had a name tag that said Adam, and then Billy, and then Charlie is now going to attack as he looks over to Jackson, and heads over. And
It's like, who's
If
that?
he approaches, because he was 10 feet
Yes.
away from me, so do I get my opportunity attack since he moved into range?
absolutely, go for it.
Yes.
I guess I'll stop him here.
17 to hit.
That absolutely hits.
That'll be 11 points of slashing damage on him.
11 points. Okay.
Yep.
So that's gonna be. There we go. He's looking pretty weak.
Okay.
So he will go and strike at you with this old rusted blade. With all right, with a 19 to AC.
He barely hit me. What a dick.
Charlie works out. So
Yeah.
let's see here. So is that really all right? Well, okay. So that is going to be that's going to be 12 points of damage.
All right. So he's going to hit me for 12. I'm going to use my reaction to invoke Sentinel Attack. So I get a free melee weapon attack against him with my reaction.
You would, but you use your reaction to do your opportunity attack.
Oh, did I? Okay, never mind.
Yeah,
never mind.
so
Damn.
it gets absorbed. Yeah.
Oh, never mind.
So,
then. I lied.
after that, it's going to be Skeleton D, who is David, and that one oh is he dead? No, he's right here. Okay. He's gonna go over
Yes,
to
he's dead.
yeah, there you go. He's gonna go to Dia. Sorry, Dia. And then he's gonna try to strike you. I'm so sorry, y'all. My dice are on fire tonight. That's gonna be a 23 to hit.
Yes, of course that is.
Okay. So
I'm only level 4. Jeez.
okay, you got it way easier than Jackson did, because it is only 4 damage that you're gonna take.
Okay.
Um, and then after Skeleton D, it's gonna go to Relvin. Yeah, there you go. And perfect. So Relvin, you are up.
Excellent. We're gonna move here so I can get a little bit of a better sight line on things.
for
Now, is that skull right there just north of our big spectral friend there? The skull?
The actual skull. Yeah, it's right underneath his frame.
Right underneath
the
his frame.
crystal skull. Yeah. Or
Can I tell from where I'm at if it seems like it's something that's secured to the ground or loose?
You do see it is like slightly hovering above the ground. There's an arcane rune that's underneath the specter, which seems to be forcing it to act beyond its own will, and it kind of binds him there in that small space. Yeah.
The skull?
Correct. So the skull and the specter in front of it, or in top of it. Yeah.
Okay, so the first thing I would like to do, I would like to, I'm going to test the waters here real quick. I'm going to use my bonus action to use a telekinetic shove on the skull itself and try and see if I can pull it 5 feet towards me.
Okay.
Does it move?
Do you have to do a check at all?
It's a strength check.
Strength check.
Or strength save, I mean, for whatever it is I'm trying to pull.
You guys are nerds. Okay. Let's see. So it's gonna get a 7, so it will go slightly forward. There we go.
So it does move. Okay. So with that in mind, since I now see that it does in fact move, I would like to reach out in front of me, and I am going to create an invisible spectral hand that is going to attempt to grab the skull
Okay.
and see if I can move it towards the gelatinous cube.
Towards the gelatinous cube. Okay. Perfect. So you do. What is the range of your gelatinous cube? Or sorry. Not gelatinous cube. Your main hand. Yeah.
I can cast it up to 30 feet away from me, and I can move it up to 30 feet.
Okay. So
And I believe if I've measured that correctly, that should be in range.
let's go ahead and have you do an Arcana check to be able to power this magic into your mage hand to see if you're strong enough to force it to pick up the skull and move it.
Arcana, you said?
Yes.
That is going to be a 18.
18. Okay. So with an 18, and you essentially want to move it like as close as possible, right? So it was like right over here. Let me see.
If I can, I would essentially like to have the skull embed itself in the gelatinous cube.
Okay. So it's gonna move over, and you see the specter along with the skull just get thrusted into the actual gelatinous cube. As it gets like even touches the gelatinous cube, the mage hand dissipates and everything. But it does sort of work as the skull is in this sort of gelatinous cube. Let me do some rolls against myself really quick.
That was really cool.
Okay.
Smart play, man.
That was awesome, man.
Like paladins don't have all that, you know. I just smash and bash and
Okay, it's a
radiant
skull,
damage.
so I don't think it's gonna survive its dexterity saving throw. So
Here's hoping.
yeah, so let's see.
Just randomly has legs and starts running.
Do not
Yeah.
Hey!
And then there's those cartoon legs, you know, the really
Yeah.
silly
Yeah.
ones.
Okay, cool. So as it happens, what happens is you use your magic to pick up this skull. You move it and the specter that's bound to it over to the gelatinous cube, and it begins to enter the gelatinous cube as it just devours. It's mindless. It just devours anything that's in its path. And you see the barrier begin to light up and try to fight against this sort of like acid, but it's sort of failing to do so as it is taking damage from the gelatinous cube. As Malgorn is like screaming in pain, but he's like, "That was awesome!" yeah.
Poor Malgorn, honestly. Poor dude.
this, but well done.
Yeah, exactly.
Poor dude.
Loves it. Love it.
Right, and then anything else for you?
Let's see. So I got out far enough to do this. I'm gonna, actually, yeah, I'm gonna stay right here because I have the queen within sight line. I want to keep the queen within eyesight.
Okay. Let me go over here and let's...
Good luck with that.
Oh, I didn't say it was going to be a successful effort.
All right, perfect. And then after you, it's gonna go to Jackson.
Okay. Which skeleton is the one right next to me? Is that Charlie or Delta?
That is Charlie. Yeah,
Yeah,
who's
we're gonna-
extremely weak.
We are going to attack at Charlie with our glaive. I mean, a nat 20 is kind of overkill.
You don't even have to roll damage. Yeah, you're good. You just
Okay.
there we go.
So, if now with that, can I use my bonus action on skeleton D, or would I need to use it on? Did I need to use it on the same target?
I'll let you use it on the other skeleton. Yeah, that's fine.
So I would like to travel up right behind the other skeleton to use the
Sure.
bonus action on my bonus action, the butt end of the pole arm on that one.
Perfect. Okay.
Can I use that that glorious inspiration?
Yeah, go for it. Go for it. Yeah. So all of you have burned your stuff. That's good.
Yeah,
Yep.
because now it's a 22 to hit.
22. Okay, that works.
This
And-
one will be 6 points of damage on that skeleton.
Okay, let's do 2 there, and then 6 points here. Okay, good.
So that's 6 points. I'm going to save it for now. I am done.
Okay. Good stuff. Good stuff. Now it's gonna go over to when do we start? Yes, we will have a break in about 30 minutes. Is that okay? Just okay, perfect. And then okay, so now going back over to Eclipse.
I just dropped my dice.
Oh, you're good. You're good.
There you go. Made it. Right. I'm going to saunter over to the very distracted skeleton, who's distracted by both Dia and Jackson.
Okay.
Give me a second, let me move myself. There you go. And does he see me coming, or is he just distracted?
At this point, he's like flanked, and a lot of things are going on. So I will give you that you have your sneak attack. Yeah.
Yes! Right, okay. That's the only best part about playing a rogue, okay? I'm just saying. Right. With advantage, that is a 19 plus 7 with my rapier. So that is a 26 to hit.
Perfect. That works.
no.
Yeah.
27, sorry, it was a plus 8. Right?
Yeah, you absolutely hit with this. He seems to be very, very weak.
Okay. Gonna roll that damage. That is. What is it? Was it? Was it 1? Oh dear lord. It's a 1 + 6. It's a 7 damage.
7, right on the money. As you guys are able to make quick work of this. And Malgorn is like, damn, never mind, come and kill me. And then like, you guys can do this. And then yes, anything else for you?
I am going to. How much was that movement? I can't remember.
I think you were like over here or something like that.
Yes, that was. Oh, that is not. not.
Like drawing and everything. I think Control Z will cause you to.
Sorry, I didn't mean to do
undo.
that. It won't let me do it. Sorry, I'm sorry.
It's the play-by-play of Eclipse's movements.
I think I can. There we go. There. You got.
It's
I'm so sorry.
He's like scribbling all over.
For D&D.
Got John Madden. Well, you see right here.
Yeah.
They come
No,
from this
no.
angle.
Tayyar, I'm sorry. Right.
Yeah.
15
And they came
feet.
in
Okay.
with a mighty strike.
Yeah. Exactly.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna back to where I was.
Uh-huh.
And as I'm doing that, I'm gonna do something real cool.
Okay.
As I'm running there, I'm gonna basically do a 180 and then form the Psionic Blade and yeet it as a bonus action at the cube.
Okay. Yeah, so that's the rule here, is that the skull is now engulfed in the cube.
Mhm.
So in order to do damage to the skull, you're gonna have to go through the cube.
Yeah.
Or like, yeah.
So I'm gonna aim it, but I'm gonna aim it at the skull through the cube. Yeah, that makes
Perfect.
sense.
Go for it. And okay. So go to move your token over to where you want to be, and then
Mhm.
after that, go ahead and roll to hit.
Yep, give me 1 second. Too many pages. I'm gonna go to. Oh my goodness, I don't know how to use this thing. Right, okay, there you go. So 14 plus 7, that's a 21 to hit.
Yes. You need a 6 to hit the gelatinous cube, so
Oh my god.
you got it.
Yes! And that is a 3 plus. That's 8 damage, psychic damage.
8 damage? Okay. So 8.
Mm-hmm.
It's feeling insecure.
Yeah. There you go. Uh-huh.
Yeah, I'm like, you're not a very good cube.
Yeah. It's like,
Bad cube, bad.
The bad cube.
and then
Yada 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 yada.
yeah, rada.
Rah,
And then after that, it's gonna go ahead and go to Dia.
Okay, in that moment, like Dia kind of, it's almost like a light bulb flashes, and she's like, I know exactly what to do. And in that moment, she puts her palms together, and she's whispering and saying a prayer to her goddess Kali. And in that moment, you see where her bindi is like shining brightly, and it's like almost like there's this radiant energy around her, and she faces the gelatinous cube, and she basically extends her hand and crushes, like she forms a fist, and in that moment she's doing her channel divinity, so she's abjuring her enemy in that moment. So I need a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. Are you aiming towards the skull or the gelatinous cube?
Oh, gelatinous cube,
Gelatinous cube? Okay.
because I don't want this thing moving.
11. And gelatinous cube has. It was a wisdom?
Wisdom.
Okay, so 11, so it goes down to a 9. So I'm pretty sure that it fails, yeah.
Okay, perfect. So so now it is frightened, and its speed is reduced to 0. So and this is for a minute or until it takes any damage. And yeah, I think, let me see, the creature's speed is half for 1 minute. Yeah, okay. Yeah. So it's basically in place. Like it cannot go anywhere.
Okay, there we go. And frightened.
And then she's going to use that opportunity to then move in the direction of where Queen Eclipse just went. And after seeing what she did, where she yeeted, she yeeted her psychic blade. Instead of doing that, she's basically running in that direction. She also does a 180, and then she kind of does this. And in that moment, she's doing Hunter's Mark on, on the gelatinous cube with her.
Perfect.
bonus
Okay.
action.
Let me see.
I love
I
it.
think it was. We'll do this. Oop. Blue this one. There we go. Yeah. Perfect. And then okay, good. And then anything else for you?
That is it.
Okay. After that, it is homeboy. So he will. Let me just move this real quick. And yeah. So the gelatinous cube is still on top of him. But he will then look to DS since she's the closest one, and then will cast.
Oh no, I'm further away.
Oh, can you move your token?
Oh
Sorry
yeah,
about-
yeah. Sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. And then
Yeah,
then
so I'm
if you are
30. Let me see what 30 feet is. Sorry.
You're good. So then if you moved, then Jackson will be the one that's closest, and you see the spectral arm like shoot out essentially at Jackson, which will be deadly claw, reach 5 feet. We're gonna go ahead and do, how far is this? Yeah, Arms of Hadar. What's that? No, that's okay. So we're gonna do Eldritch Blast. And Eldritch Blast will be a 14 to AC, which I'm pretty
not
sure
hit.
does not hit. Yeah. Okay. So
Cool.
after that, it's gonna go ahead and go to the gelatinous cube, which and it is frightened, right?
Yeah, but it can't move.
Okay.
So it's so frightened. Like basically, we just did
It's stuck
serious
in-
psychic damage to this thing. Its mental state is in shambles right now between Queen Eclipse and General Dia.
Okay.
For a
Perfect.
gelatinous cube, that's especially impressive.
Yeah, right? So it will then
It's crying. It's leaking fluid.
the skull will
like
automatically
goo.
fail. So it will take the acid damage. There we go. And Frightened does disadvantage on attacks. I don't think it can reach, honestly. With its arm.
Yeah, it's just it affects its speed, so it doesn't move at all until
yeah,
takes
it only has a
damage.
5 feet range. Okay, yeah. So that's it for this one, and it does roll a save, right? Or is it until your end of your next turn?
No, it's basically it's for a minute or until the creature takes damage. So.
Oh,
that's
okay, and
the
it has to
roll.
take damage yet. Okay. So, after that, it's going to be Skeleton A, Skeleton B, Skeleton C, Skeleton D, and then Relvin. So now it's your turn.
And our the spectral being is still currently screaming in pain right now.
Correct, yeah. As you see the barrier and the skull begin to decay within the gelatinous cube. I guess I should do this.
What is your fate upon the destruction of the skull?
He responds. Oh, he's like mostly good, yeah. Oh, there's another skeleton here. Oh, my bad. Okay.
He's like, I was left out.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have some fun.
He's like comes out of the bathroom and then like goes back in. Yeah. So, so he responds by saying like, I will simply go like go into oblivion. I like my spirit will finally be at rest and I will be able to just go back to being at peace, and which is what I want more than anything, because I have lived a lot of years on this mortal plane and I have no desire to continue.
Can I cast a spell inside of the gelatinous cube, or do I still have to go through the cube? How does that work?
Yeah, you have to go through the gelatinous cube in order to do damage to the skull. Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna try to do that. So,
Okay.
I'm going to reach out with my hand, and my eyes are going to begin to glow an icy blue as a blue spectral skeleton hand will attempt to appear in the vicinity of the skull to take an attack at it.
Okay, go for it.
And fail miserably.
No.
That's an 8.
An 8, and then you're attacking the gelatinous cube.
I'm attempting to attack the skull through the gelatinous cube.
Okay, you will hit the gelatinous cube because it's armor class 6. If you're trying to attack the skull, then I'd count it as like full cover or whatever, because it's like completely engulfed by it. So yeah, I'll let you attack the gelatinous cube.
Okay. So that will be 7 necrotic damage to the gelatinous cube.
Perfect.
And if perchance it happens to have the means to regain hit points, it can't until the start of my next turn.
Okay, good. And anything else for you?
And I don't see anyone else in the vicinity right now, right?
No, you see
don't have
your
any more
allies,
vision.
and then also the gelatinous cube and the skull, essentially.
Cool. Then I'm gonna hang tight.
Okay. Next is Jackson.
Jackson, let's see. Where shall I move you? Yep. I'm just going to move myself right about. Yeah, let's just move you forward real quick. That's 10 feet. Correct. 10 feet. We are going to attack at the.
Just like
the old
poke it
gelatinous cube.
from distance. Yeah.
It's not human. I don't know what this is, and we're gonna attack it with the glaive.
Okay.
That is a 19 to hit.
19 does hit. So go ahead and do damage.
That'll be 7 points of slashing damage.
7 points of slashing damage.
And you know what? Jackson's getting really saucy right now, so he's actually gonna move another 5 feet. Go for that bonus. Can I bonus? The bonus attack's 5 feet. That's why. Can I move in between those?
Go for it. Yeah, that's fine.
Yep. So yeah, I actually am gonna move.
It's no longer frightened, correct? Because it took damage?
It took damage,
It
so
did take
yeah.
damage. Yeah.
Okay.
So we are gonna take that bonus attack. Okay, that's a 22 to hit.
Yep, that'll hit.
This one did 5 points, and that one is bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
So 5 extra points of bludgeoning damage.
It was immune to frightened. God damn it. I need to read. Okay. But it's
Oh.
fine. It's fine. It's fine.
It is what it is. You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna action surge and attack again at the gelatinous cube.
Okay, go for it.
Well, I mean, pretty sure it's gonna hit. It's a 12 to hit.
Yes, hits.
Okay, and that is 11 more points of slashing damage.
Damn. All right.
It's
good.
Do I,
It
get
is.
do I get another bonus? I don't get another bonus off of that, do I? With the action surge?
I think it's once per turn.
Okay,
But
just making sure.
yeah.
Cool.
And
And that
then-
should end it then.
Yeah, that was a turn. Okay. So going over to Queen Eclipse, you can see the gelatinous cube chunks are flying off of it. You know it's like getting to the midway part. And more of the skull is exposed, but not totally exposed. Yeah.
Okay. Let me think. So, who needs a ranged weapon? I'm going to
Stab. Yeah.
stab. Okay. Let me see distance. Sure. I'm gonna run right past you.
Okay.
Because I
Oh,
know
boy.
she's gonna give me a scolding.
You're like
Oh,
opportunity attack, clothesline. Yeah.
What I'm gonna do, right? Right,
You
so
just
you're
hear
really
her
tall.
go,
You're really tall, right, dear? How tall are you again?
Oh yeah, I'm like 5'9".
You're 5. Okay, what I'm gonna do. This is
Oh
gonna
my
be probably.
gosh.
Are you ready?
I'm not ready.
Okay, what I'm gonna do. I was like, telepathically, I'm like, dear, can you catapult me?
Toss me. Yeah.
Not again. And then she's gonna brace her shield.
Yeah. And
In a position that she's very familiar with because she knows how adventurous Eclipse likes to be, and she's like, now she's queen, so here we go.
Cannonball special.
Yeah, there you
And
go.
I'm gonna step back 1 step
Okay.
just to like brace myself for the sprint.
So I'm gonna say do an athletics check or acrobatics with advantage due to Dia's help. Yeah.
Acrobatics. The short acrobatics.
You're like parkour as you like.
Yep. Parkour. With advantage. That is a beautiful 19 plus 9. So that's 28. It's a 28 to make that jump.
You whatever you want to do, you do it. You live your best life.
Okay, so I'm gonna basically step back and sprint and do as high of a jump as I can that
Yeah.
takes me over to here.
Okay.
Right? Thanks to Dia. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go so high that this cube can't even see me anymore. Right?
Oh, so you're just trying to get your sneak attack. Is that what you're trying to do? Okay.
No, but
Maybe.
but it works.
I'll give it to you. It works. Yeah.
Okay, so this little elf in the air just going in, and she will come down with her rapier and straight into this cube.
Okay, go for it. So it's sneak attack. So go and roll with advantage.
Yeah. I'm just trying to find inventive ways to sneak attack. Okay.
I appreciate it. I like your creativity. I was like, what are you playing at right here? And then like,
That is an 18 to hit.
yep, you do hit.
18 to hit. Perfect. And that is. Yeah. I'm trying to be as creative. I'm gonna run out at some point with it. Okay, that is a 3 plus. What is it? 9 damage.
Okay.
Not including the 2d6s. 9 plus 8, so that's so 17 in total for that.
17 in total. Okay.
Yep. And then
There we go. Okay.
how's the cube looking?
It's still semi-stable, but there's a lot of
Okay.
chunks flying off. It's below 50%.
Okay. And with my bonus action.
And I think your sneak attack is your bonus action. I think.
No, it's in the other part.
Oh, is it?
doesn't say.
Okay.
Yeah. Give me a second. How big are these like skulls on the floor? Like the gold ones?
They're about like we're gonna say 2 feet or so, or 1 foot.
Tiny.
Yeah.
Tiny. Yeah. Okay. Can I take my bonus action to hide with my cunning action? Somewhere? Like
Well, you-
behind
you
like
can-
Jackson.
You can disengage, which allows you to not take an
Okay.
opportunity attack.
Yeah.
Which is like 5 feet backwards or whatever. But you did your
Mhm.
whole movement in the parkour essentially.
Okay,
say.
yeah, that's fair. I'm gonna disengage. I'm gonna use my bonus action to disengage.
Okay.
And I'm gonna step in front of Dia.
Good. Anything else for you?
No, that's it.
All right, Dia, it's your turn.
Okay. Seeing that, she's gonna be like, well, I'm glad that you didn't take damage this time. And then she's going to take her movement to get within range of the cube, and she's going to basically brace herself, and she's going to use her full just in that moment, her almost like her bangles kind of snap in place as she takes her mace and like slams the center mass of this gelatinous cube to basically try to split it in two.
Okay, go for it.
And she did already have the hunter's mark.
Yes.
That was already activated, and it is still intact. So,
Come on, don't kill it.
Okay.
Don't kill it. Don't kill it.
oh my god, 8 to hit, which I'm pretty
Yep,
sure you
it
said
hits.
AC was.
Yeah, 6 is
I almost
AC.
missed that. Oh my god. Oh man, that would have been really sad.
Yep.
Really
like-
sad.
Wait, are you sure she should be the general? Is it like-
Right? Okay, so that is going to be 12 points of damage.
12. Okay. Sounds good. It is now looking terrible. Meaning that's below 25%.
Okay, and then let's see, because that was, I still have a little bit of movement, correct? That should have been,
I think so. Yeah.
yeah, that wasn't that much. I think that was like 15. I'm gonna move like a little bit further back in order to be in front like directly in front. Oh, not on top. Oh, wait.
Oh, it's fine. We can say
I
it's
got,
like
yeah,
this.
yeah. I'm trying to like angle it so that I'm like basically protecting
Yeah.
Eclipse and like taking that damage. But in that moment, she like kind of almost like she's hitting her shield,
Yeah.
almost in like a kind of a rhythm that where basically her bangles are kind of making that noise like
Yeah.
in rhythmic, and in doing so you see again that kind of bright light, golden light emanate around her.
Yeah.
She's harnessing her divine power from Kali to regain one of my spells back. So
Perfect. Good choice. Good choice. And then anything else for you?
that is it.
All right. So,
Actually, I can't do that, so ignore that. She's just getting ready.
but it looks cool. Yeah, it looks super cool. All right.
I forgot I only have one of my channels, not two.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So,
Whoops.
it is going to look towards Jackson, and it's going to be casting Naruto hand signals. The Spectre is Naruto hand signals as a spell comes out, which is the bane of all armor wearers or metal wearers, as
no.
it's heat metal.
Oh.
No.
You see your armor begin to glow into like an orange sort of
Ouch.
light and everything like that.
Hot.
So, choose a manufactured metal object, such as a metal weapon or a suit of armor, or heavy or medium armor that you can see within range. You choose the object to glow red hot. Any creature in physical contact of the object takes 2d8 fire damage when you cast the spell. So that will be... It looks like it just happens. You don't roll or... Yeah, no attack or save. So...
Nope, that's one of the dangers of heat metal. It just happens.
Wow.
So that is going to be that's 12 damage you're going to take.
Okay.
So until the spell ends, you can use a bonus action on your subsequent turns to cause this damage again. If the creature is holding or wearing the object and takes damage from it, the creature must succeed on a Constitution saving throw or drop the object if it can. So you can't drop your armor, you know. So on your turn, you can manually take it off, and that will free you from this. But if it was a weapon, you could drop it, you know, whatever. But if it doesn't drop the object, it has disadvantage on rolls and ability checks, attack rolls and ability checks till the start of your next turn. So you have disadvantage at this moment.
Okay, if I make a con saving throw on my turn, does the effects wear off, or is it still? Yeah,
No,
not
so the
effects.
spellcaster has to stop, like it's a concentration.
Okay,
So you can
so-
smack him to try to get him to stop, you know, concentrating on the spell.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Otherwise, it keeps going until you take it off or what have you.
That's fine.
Okay.
That's cool.
So that was the Spectre's turn. He's like, I'm sorry. On top of that, Jackson, you watch in horror as your armor is like on fire and like, you know,
This is fine.
heating up as you see the gelatinous cube move and like engulf you. Reaction?
Okay, so if that's the case, actually, well, he was already within range of me, so would that still? I don't think that provokes the opportunity, right? 'Cause
Okay,
he's
if
already with-
it's up to you. If it doesn't, then like, because I'm not super familiar with the Polar Mastery or whatever it's called.
No, since I'm already within range because I've already hit it. I don't
Yeah.
think that actually provokes it, so I cannot. I'm not gonna use it.
Okay, so this gelatinous cube will attempt to engulf you. So the cube moves up to speed. While doing so, it can enter a large or smaller creature's space. Whenever the creature enters this creature's space, the creature must make a DC 12 Dexterity saving throw. So go ahead and make the Dexterity saving throw with disadvantage due to the heat metal, and then see if you're able to make it.
Oh my goodness.
Roll.
So is that a 3 I see? Is that a...
Hey, anybody want to donate to?
Oh no.
All right.
So, all right. So, this gelatinous cube, you try your best. Now, to your benefit, what happens is just this gelatinous cube engulfs you while your armor is like red hot metal, so it's going to take damage as well from your armor, but you are going to get engulfed and take damage from it. So 7, so that's going to be 13 points of damage, acid damage if it matters.
Oh, it's acid. Is that melee damage by any chance? It's just acid, right?
Acid damage, yeah.
Okay, so not melee. Indeed.
And
then can I at least use my reaction then to attack?
sure, go for it. Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna use a Sentinel Attack. Then that will provoke my reaction. We're gonna roll for that one. I'm at disadvantage, correct?
Yes.
And that would be an 11 to hit.
11 does hit. You are inside the gelatinous cube. You move around and you're able to like slice. Yeah.
That would be 10 points of slashing damage.
Okay, 10 points. Let's go over here. So it is almost destroyed. There are huge chunks flying everywhere as you see Jackson in the middle of it, kind of swimming a little bit. The skull bashes against his head a little bit, and yeah. So after that, going through skeletons, it is Relvin. It is your turn.
So, seeing our chunky cube, we're going to try and see if we can finish this. Relvin is going to start drawing shapes in the air of various colors, red, blue, purple, green, orange, and is going to scoop them all together until they mass together into an undulating, warbling mass of chaotic energy, and is going to hurl this towards the gelatinous cube. Does a 9 hit?
It does, yeah.
Wonderful.
Nice.
Thank goodness.
You only got to do
for
7
low
damage.
AC.
You only got to do 7 damage.
Oof. Yeah, let's see if we can make that happen.
Otherwise, Jackson takes.
Holy
20
smokes!
Go for it.
So it's more than that. So that's 11 lightning damage, and I rolled 2 5s. So technically, if there was another creature, I could roll for another attack.
Well, there's Jackson and the skull, so whichever you want to attack.
If I could direct some of that energy toward the skull, that'd be wonderful.
Yeah.
Sure, go for it. So you see the gelatinous cube explode, freeing Jackson and the skull as it clatters to the ground. And yep, go for it.
How's a 21 to hit the skull?
It works. Perfect.
That is going to be 4 force damage, 3 fire damage, plus an additional 4. So 11 damage total.
11. Okay. So that's good. You see the barrier for the skull begin to really weaken and just like sort of flicker as it tries to protect the skull, but it's kind of waning, and there are cracks that are happening on the skull, and you see the specter begin to flicker in and out of existence. He's like, "It's working. Please continue."
I love this guy. This guy's great.
Right?
Continue.
And
How's that skull looking?
it's looking pretty weak. There's not much left of it. Let me go ahead and...
Wonderful. So we're gonna use a bonus action to use 2 sorcery points to use a quickened spell, and Relvin's eyes are going to glow blue. He's going to reach out with his hand, and another glowing spectral skeleton hand is going to reach out to try to grasp and attack the skull.
Okay.
How is a 13 to hit?
13 does not hit.
Unfortunate.
Oh.
Still, you see spells flying, and you're yeah, it hit. You killed the gelatinous cube and almost destroyed the skull yourself. So that was a heavy turn.
Oh yeah, no, for sure.
And then after that is Jackson.
Oh.
You're breathing fresh air. Well, not fresh air, stale air, and
Goopy, gross.
probably
air.
probably some ashes from the dead.
I'm a little Kentucky Fried right now. Let's call it that. All right. Let's see. The skull is right next to me. Correct.
Correct. And okay, and you're gonna take some damage from the heat metal.
Cool.
So that's 9 points of damage.
I'm down.
No.
I legit had 8 points. I had 8 points of health.
8 points. Okay, okay.
Sick.
So, oh, actually, no, you have heavy armor. That's gonna take a while to take off. So, you go down. You are dying but not dead.
Aren't you happy? You finally got me down.
It's not. Listen, even though I have strong feelings about your polar mastery, it doesn't mean that I target you specifically with the gelatinous cube and the big bad. It's not like. Okay, so after you, it's gonna go to Eclipse. So your companion has fallen to the ground. His armor is red hot as he's passed out completely. You can smell searing flesh. There's also the skull that is like continuing to cast heat metal into Jackson. And the skull seems to be weak as well. So yeah.
Okay. I telepathically say to Dia, can you heal Jackson? I can't do anything about that. And
She responds, unfortunately, a certain someone decided to go into the center of the cube before,
Relvin.
and I unfortunately used up all of my abilities.
okay. Well, surely.
I
And
think
I
you
say
guys
this
got healing potions before. I think.
Yes.
Yeah.
because
Oh yeah, I definitely don't have it. I definitely
Okay.
don't have
I
it.
think Relvin is currently holding on to them.
Yeah,
You like hide it. You're like.
I definitely didn't have it.
Okay. Okay.
Oh no! Did
So
I
you
have
just
one?
hear
I don't
her
remember.
like annoyingly like say that like, if someone didn't know it, like a mother like wagging her finger.
Is this how you speak to your queen, dear? Wow. Okay. And I'm going to run up the skull.
Go for it.
Because I never learned my lesson. And I'm just going to go here next to Dia, and I'm going to attack with my rapier.
Go for it.
And this is not very stealthy, so yeah.
Yeah, you won't get sneak attack.
No.
So go ahead and roll for it.
Yep. Perfect. As an 18 to hit.
Just barely. Yep, you hit.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Right. Okay. Okay. Oh yes. That's a 7 plus 6. I say 13.
13. Okay. And
13.
you see deep cracks on this skull, and the barrier is pretty much non-existent, as it's almost completely gone.
Okay, I'm going in with my psychic blade too.
Okay.
So that's a dirty 20 to hit.
Yep, you do hit.
Yes. Right, that's a 9 damage on top of that with
Yep,
the psychic
you
blade.
needed 3, so it's good. As you watch as Malgorn is finally freed of the skull, as it is destroyed and the bindings on him dissipate. As you see other skeletons were like crawling towards you with rusted knives and weapons all around, and they now just clatter to the ground and shatter as the tension in the air has like essentially dissipated. As he goes, "Thank you," and then like fades away. Also, the heat metal on Jackson is like gone as well, as you see it cool before your eyes. But Jackson is still unconscious here.
In that moment, because of the fact that when like Eclipse does what she does, and she realizes like, oh, like that she kind of went back to when they were just like obviously growing up together, and basically she was disrespectful, and that's dishonorable, especially with her family. She runs to go to pick up her trident, and then she basically kneels, like runs to kneel in front of Queen Eclipse. I'm sorry for my insolence. Please punish me however you see fit. Mind you, Jackson is still unconscious, and she's just focused on getting her,
It's
her,
J
her
Barbecue,
queen's
Jackson
favor
Barbecue.
back again, and her head is like she's like a deep bow on one knee before her, holding the trident at her side.
I yell over to Robin. Can you please pour some healing potion in his mouth, please?
Relvin is going to gracefully, albeit quickly, almost glide over to Jackson, reach into one of his pockets, and pull out a common healing potion and pour it down his throat.
Oh.
Many tropes.
How much healing do we get off of that?
A common is 2d4 plus 2, yes?
So
4 + 2 is 9 points of healing.
Perfect. You are up.
Yes.
So you are good. Let me get this out. There you go. Perfect. And you have succeeded in this. As you can see that there are no more enemies here. The necromancy has completely been stripped of this place. And you huff and you puff. And it seems like you guys succeeded in
Signed
your
an eviction
mission.
notice.
Exactly, yeah. And Eclipse?
Yeah, I turn to Dia after yelling over to Ralvin, and I'll kind of say, I'll laugh, and then punch you in the shoulder as a jest, in jest, not as in aggressively. In jest, I'm just gonna punch
roll
you
for
in the shoulder.
damage. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, 53. No.
Get the guillotine.
It's
Yeah.
the psychic damage that I need you to roll for.
I'm gonna punch you in the shoulder and say, old friends, you know I'm only joking. Come on, we're still us, no? Even with our titles, we're still us. Still those 5-year-olds at heart running around in the fields.
You're right, Your Majesty. It's just I never want to step out of line for obvious reasons.
As long as you don't plan to kill me, then we won't have a problem. Don't worry about it.
No, of course not. That is absolutely out of the question. At any point, then my head shall be on a pike for you.
So in the lines of watching out for those attempting on the life of our queen, we still need to search for some answers regarding that, because twice now we have seen the signs of the same individuals with malicious intent.
Can we check the room? I want to try to go over. Was the skull completely, in the gems inside of it, completely destroyed? Or does it remain?
Yeah, so essentially magic was binding the gemstones into the eye sockets, and then but once the magic dissipated, it just fell out of the eye sockets, and it just is a broken skull now. So there are the gems there are the arcane ruins, there's items that are in the gelatinous cube that kind of spilled out and everything, but we will go over that. Actually, Jackson, did you want to say anything before?
I just wanted to, as Jackson's getting revived by Relvin, he looks up to Relvin and just asks, "Did we succeed? Did we do it?"
No, this is heaven. It's
The source of the necromancy seems to have dissipated. I believe we've succeeded in our mission.
Indeed. The queen, is she safe?
In a matter of speaking.
As you hear raised voices from
Right. Jackson looks over and sees the spectacle of Dia kneeling before the queen. Just sighs and just opts to get himself up and stands. He places a hand on Relvin's shoulder. "Thank you for looking after me, friend. I owe you one."
Well, if we can't depend on each other, then who can we?
Indeed.
And perfect. That is where we're gonna go ahead and take our 10-minute break. So make sure to chill out, go take a bio break, and get a snack and everything like that. We'll be back soon with more TR. And make sure to enter in Dia, which is all capital DIYA, in order to enter to win for a Overall Oculus D20. So yeah, should be good. We'll see you guys soon. Hey everyone, welcome back to TR. Thank you again for the follow, J Barrett 21. You're amazing in every single way. You're dreamy and handsome and sultry. Got to give you those good vibes and all that kind of stuff. So, yeah, welcome back to TR. This is a show about nobles and lords and trying to save their queendom of TR from economic and civil ruin and warfare and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, so really quick, actually no, we're gonna end at in about 30 minutes or so, so we'll save the introductions for the outro and everything. So we're gonna go ahead and just jump right in. So you guys have were able to walk out of this dwarven crypt with your homie in tow, Jackson, as you guys have sort of looted that area where you guys were in, and did find 150 gold, along with what appears to be a magical fan that you're unsure of, like what it does, what it is, but it seems to be magical in some way, shape, or form. You can
Were
do
we
an
able to get the stones that were inside of the skull?
Yes, you do find 2 amethyst stones that seem to be unique. They're not normal. Yeah.
Do I know what they're worth?
You do not at this time. They seem to be worth a lot more if you're to sell them, but because they were used in this ritual, you kind of like, if this was a video game, those would be in your quest items, and then the other golden gems will be in your like normal inventory. So
When you say unique, do you mean magical or just something is different about the way they glimmer? Or something
yes,
like that?
you as an arcane user, and I guess actually Eclipse too, because you have like you took like a minor in magic in college and all that kind of stuff, but you
Nice.
you do notice that these amethyst sort of gemstones are used specifically for powerful necromancy spells and rituals and all that kind of stuff. So they're only really used for these things. They're very expensive. In some places they're outlawed because of what they can do, like for example raise a sort of ghostly image of a spellcaster and force them to raise dead and all that kind of stuff. So you know that they're not anyone can acquire these. They had to work really, really hard to do so. But otherwise,
These may be the source of how our assassiny friends, I don't know why that's the choice of words I used, but unfortunately, apparently the person who's playing me's brain shut down in the midst of trying to use a sentence.
you're exhausted and it's all good. Yeah.
But yes, it seems that these may be the source of how our assassins managed to bring this specter to life.
Undead army?
And as you walk out, you do see there are a clatter of bones just like all around. Some by being destroyed, others just by falling in place when you guys slew Malgorn. And you see some of your soldiers that are exhausted and just like on their horses, terrified, as they look over to you and sort of cheer. As they go, did you do it? Did you slay the source of this necromancer? You must have, right?
Indeed we have. We have our amazing team here have managed to complete our mission.
As they immediately go over to Jackson to like help him out, as he's like very weak and sort of limping.
It's fine. Just keep eyes on the queen. I'll manage.
And one of them goes like, "Nonsense, sir! Please take this." And he gives you a superior healing potion. And he goes like, "Please, you need this more than I do. Thank you so much for everything you've done." As you see, one of them is actually seems to be from the local sort of town guard. And he goes, yeah, I wanted to travel over here to see what was going on because we knew this was a source. And we were from where our town is, New Goblinshire. We found out that like they're all like just shattered and there's no threat anymore. So please, a storm seems to be coming. As he looks up, and you all look up and can see dark clouds beginning to gather sort of together and rain begin to trickle down. Slowly at first, and then it begins to pick up pace. And he goes, New Goblinshire has a great hall that will be able to like hold you guys for the night as you guys need to pass through. He goes like, what are you guys here for?
What are we here for? It's just, we were investigating. There was an issue. Let's just leave it at that. All I can say is we followed our orders and we've completed what we need to do here. And Jackson looks at the rest of the crew. My queen, my friends. I imagine rest would be good, but if we do need to get going, we do need to get going now. What say you? Where shall we go? And especially, Jackson looks to the queen. Your orders, my lady.
Go for it.
If at all possible, I'd like to make an inside check on this new recruit, so to speak.
Sure, yeah. He seems like a town guard, has shoddy armor, seems like very exhausted and all that.
Mm-hmm. Well, unfortunately, I seem to be distracted. My insight was not so good on this.
Okay, and you were just in a dungeon, like deep diving, fighting undead, and all the spiders and all that kind of stuff. So you guys are exhausted and not on your best right now. But sure enough, this town guard motions over to you guys, like, just follow me. I'll lead you over to New Goblin Shire, and of course they would want to know who were the valiant heroes who actually were able to save us. And you're in luck because right before this whole undead mess happened, the Midnight Saints carnival actually rolled into town, and they've been stuck there for a few days, and they've taken a great deal of our money, but they're pretty entertaining, so you'll pretty they have burlesque shows and fortune tellers and all this sort of stuff, so you're gonna love this. As
Did you say
Can
burlesque show?
he goes,
Goody.
he goes, that's right, they have their men and women and androgynous dancers are great. As
Can I do an insight check on him?
yeah, go for it. You're like, yeah.
It seems too good to be true. Okay. That is, and that's 20 with a +4, so that's 24.
Really quick, for April, I'm going to do the sound alert because it didn't work last time. So let me just do it real quick. There you go.
Of course.
Let me see if it does it. It should do it. We'll see. Okay. Yeah. So, okay. So what did you get for the insight check?
Oh, it was a nat 20 plus
Nat
4.
20. Okay, yeah. So with a nat 20, for sure. What'll happen is that you look this guy up and down, and he seems exhausted, but he seems a very simple man, like a man of the people. He clearly doesn't recognize who you are, who Dia is, who Jackson is, who Relvin is, and this is one of your subjects in your queendom, and he doesn't even recognize its own ruler. Yeah.
Okay. Is the telepathy still working?
It is. Yeah.
Okay, so telepathically I'm gonna say, do you know this could be a good night to kick up our feet and actually not having to be who we are and our titles. It might be quite nice to play with the commoners.
Whatever you wish, Your Majesty.
Come on, get some alcohol, get some tequila. We'll be having
I
fun.
hate carnivals.
Yeah, but
I would.
Specifically, the people who paint their faces and smash pies in each other's faces and...
clowns, dear.
Yeah.
Oh, come now, dear. Do you not have any room in your life for a little revelry?
I prefer
If you'd like, you
the
can
more
head home.
refined kind. But if Her Majesty is going, then obviously she feels like it's refined enough for her. So it's going to be for me as well.
Exactly, yeah, my lady. Yes, you should follow in the queen's footsteps and to make sure she's quite all right. And I believe if the queen wishes to attend, we should definitely be with we be with the queen.
Sure, like you're not going to be scurrying off after these androgynous performers who will be moving their bodies, gyrating, doing God knows what.
That's the image in your mind. Are you telling us something, my lady Dia?
Excuse me?
I'm just.
What are you implying, good sir?
Oh, I am just here to support a good.
All right, Dia, make a wisdom saving throw.
I'm going to do it.
I think
that is a 23.
Okay, you're able to keep your shit together. So whatever your real feelings are, you're able to mask it if you'd like to. Yeah.
Okay.
The queen will be in very capable hands. I think you'll find that some of us are great at multitasking.
I feel like I think dear Jackson is just trying to say, let's just have a little bit of fun, let loose, enjoy our time. Please don't refer to me as Queen or Your Majesty. Please just call me something else other than
Yes,
my
Your
name.
Majesty. I mean, Eclipse.
Please call me just let me think of a name quickly. Stephanie. Just call me Stephanie from tonight, just for tonight.
Of course, Your Grace.
No,
Stephanie,
no.
Stephanie.
That was mental.
Just refer to me as Stephanie. We'll just have tonight. Anyone else would like an undercover
And
name?
So there are about I think 4 of your royal army that's sort of with you. that was also held them up, like, whoa, bud, like, do you know who you're addressing right now? And then they kind of like step forward to talk to the dude who's like, we're to say his name is Steven. And he's like, Steven,
Poor
listen,
Steven.
like, you're a bro, like, you helped us out, we appreciate that, but like, this isn't just anyone. As he like points
Relvin
over
is
to
going
Eclipse.
to look in the
Yeah.
direction of the one who spoke up and stare daggers at them.
And he'll step back and be like, what I don't, what.
I'm gonna walk up to him and I'll put my hand on his shoulder, and I say, "Oh, I'm no one special, and you know my name is Stephanie, correct? That's it."
And he looks over to you and is like, let him do an insight check. Okay, yeah. Okay, you got a 16. So he's like, Stephanie, she's an intern. As he like looks and goes like, yeah, these are all interns, so they're pretty cool people. And then he goes like, just and then the guards all kind of like get wind of it and they're like, yeah, Stephanie, just like you just can't touch Stephanie. Like there's a weird thing about it where there's a contract, so just don't touch her, don't even look at her really, and stay 6 feet away. And then Steven's like, oh, weird. All right, I mean, I respect boundaries, so that's cool. And he goes like, all right, the storm is really picking up, so maybe we should like head over to New Goblinshire. So like and what would you guys like to do?
Shall we, Stephanie?
Yes, we shall. Where is your best tequila? Just take me there, please, Stephen.
And he's like, yeah, for sure. So you guys all get on your mounts and get into your carriage and like ride off. The storm gets heavier and heavier, and to the point where it even like sort of like begins to push you guys a little bit while you're on the road. But sure enough, it takes a little bit of time, but you do find yourselves at New Goblinshire, as you see some guards outside that are like throwing the undead bones out over the guard walls and like outside of it, as you guys arrive just in time for them to allow you passage in, as Steven like leads the charge and kind of like waves, and you guys enter in, and as the town gates like sort of close behind you, you find a good amount of safety and comfort, even though it's like a pretty shoddy sort of town, because it's just like a farming village. You do see in the middle of this town, at the town square, are various tents that are somehow holding together during the storm, that say like Midnight Saints in like super cool fonts, a papyrus if you will. And then you do see that there is a burlesque show going on in the Great Hall, as well as a fortune teller that's also there, that seems to have like quite a few customers that are actually like lingering outside of it. And yeah, so
I want to go grab a bottle of tequila first, and I'll head straight to the fortune teller.
sure, you head in, and then the doors open as there's a bunch of people that are watching sort of the burlesque show, because the burlesque show is happening in the Great Hall, and everyone's laughing, drinking, ordering. It's happy hour, so there's hot wings and everything like that. So it's like
Nice.
it's good stuff. And you sure enough exchange some coin, and you get some like some food and drink and all that. And now you're the queen, so I'm not even gonna ask you to like take away your gold from your coffers. But you do see that the price for the fortune teller is about 30 gold.
Okay.
And the fortune teller seems to have a lot of people that are waiting outside, even in the storm, this huge storm. And everyone who leaves is like, oh my god, that was a life-changing experience. Like, yeah. What was her name again? Let's see. Yeah. Queen
I want an
Bella
insight.
is incredible. As
Queen Bella.
yeah, and you see Queen Bella, the seer, the fortune teller. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So we know what Eclipse wants to do. What about the three of you?
Dia would have been basically like following wherever the queen was, just kind of looking around and just kind of like, I wouldn't say disgust, but just kind of like all right, we're doing this, and then just kind of wherever she was going. So if she went to go, she was probably with her arms folded and would just behind the queen, where, and then probably stopped behind where the fortune teller is located with Eclipse there, or Stephanie, where she's standing.
Perfect. Do you like take off your tiara and then like
Yeah, I put it in my
Perfect.
backpack.
Perfect.
Yeah. Take my hood down. Right.
And Jackson, as well as Relvin.
Jackson, going straight to the burlesque show. Out of curiosity, by the way, DM, does this count as a short rest, or because we're active, we're not? Does that not
Absolutely.
count?
Yeah, short rest.
Cool. Just the short rests. Okay, perfect.
So apply the aloe vera on your burn marks and everything.
Yes.
And, yeah.
Yes. Oh, yeah. There we go.
And then Relvin.
Relvin is keeping Stephanie in the corner of his eye, but he is definitely distracted by the burlesque show.
Perfect. So, for frame of reference, and I feel like I should have made like a map of this, but the Great Hall is like maybe 60 feet away from the fortune teller tent. That's quite large, quite extravagant, and everything. So they are a bit of a split up, like a bit of a split area. So whoever wants to go to the burlesque show, let me know, and then whoever wants to go to the fortune teller with Stephanie, you didn't Zoom. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Let me know because I can. We can do that. Yeah. So I think Dia's gonna go with Stephanie, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And then Jackson, you're gonna go to the burlesque show, and then Relvin, where are you gonna go?
Take good care of Stephanie. I know that she is in very capable hands with you.
Of course, when have I not? Enjoy yourself and keep an eye on that one. And then she's going to be pointing over at Jackson, and she's just like.
Of course. And saunter.
Perfect. So we will do the fortune teller first. So
Okay.
with the fortune teller, you see this area as you now. There are about 9 people ahead of you. As you stand in this line, and you see it goes relatively sort of fast. As one person will step in, it'll take a little bit, and then they step out and are just like their mind is blown. However, you do see a Hexblood woman appear that's like dressed to the nines in exotic wear and garb and gear. As she looks over and then points over to both you and Dia. And she goes, "I am sorry, my friends, but apparently we have a very special guest in the sort of like waiting in the line. So I would like to accommodate them first before, anything else happens." And the townsfolk are like, "Oh man!" And then, but they like allow you passage as you walk to the front of the line. And
Okay.
you enter-
I'm gonna, as we're doing that, I'm gonna look to Dia, and in my telepathically, I'm gonna go, she seems to know who I am. My cover might be blown, and then I kind of just hand you the bottle of tequila.
And then she kind of does it like out loud, and then she like telepathically tells Stephanie, "Well, I mean, if you are to believe that she is a true seer, then of course your cover was blown the moment that we approached the area."
Yes, but I am intrigued by her services, and I'm going to definitely try and see if there's anything sketchy about her. Let's see.
As you wish. And then Dia is going to like actually take a swig out of the bottle.
Yeah.
And then she's gonna dangle the bottle in front of Stephanie. Like, see, like I can have fun too. Just kidding. Let's go.
Those would be like, you lose your paladin
Fun.
powers. You're done.
And you just hear me like maniacally laughing in my head as you walk on.
Yeah. Perfect. So
Out of curiosity, how far is the range on the
Yeah.
telepathy?
Oh yes, let me see. Number of hours. I see. You can speak to 1 mile.
wow.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Oh,
That's pretty good.
oh,
That
yeah.
5G. That's like good.
Right?
Yeah, exactly.
5G signal. Yeah.
Boosted.
4 bars.
So, you guys get into this tent, and you see there are all sorts of manners of trinkets and baubles all around. Where you see there's different skulls of weird foreign animals. There's a traditional crystal ball that's on this table, as well as a deck of tarot cards and various other objects that are in this sort of tent. Now, it's very odd because on the outside, there's a huge raging storm that's like blowing every which way, and but in the tent there is an abnormal amount of comfort and like almost soundproof fabric that keeps you away from the sound of the storm and everything. And she goes like, now I understand from like sort of my visions as I am a seer blessed with various like visions, that you two are of great importance. Now I am a traveler from a far off land, and I have come here with my carnival to be able to like make some funds, and unfortunately we've been stuck here, but I can see that you were the ones to actually stop that. So I want to thank you so much for your hard work and dedication to protecting these lands. And she goes, my name is Queen Bella, as she like kind of gives you a very like courteous bow. And she goes, and I think you are Dia, and then you must be Eclipse. Is that correct? As she kind of sits down at her chair and then offers you 2 seats at her table.
No, sorry, my name's Stephanie.
And then she goes, of course it is. As she goes like, please take a seat. And I want to give you a gift. Now my services usually are quite expensive. And I only give so much of my power out to the common folk and everything, because too much insight into life can drive people to madness or can throw themselves into chaos and everything. However, I want to give one of you guys a gift, so I can offer you only one of you, because I need to make money, either a blessing or a fortune reading. Both will help out quite well in your journeys and everything like that. But I can only give one of you guys this one, and the other one can pay for my services. But like, who would you like to do?
Dia just does this
Over to Eclipse.
to Stephanie.
It's Stephanie.
Telepathically to Dia, even though she probably can hear. If she is a seer, whatever. We'll see, right? I'm gonna say, I'm going to take the free service, but I'm also gonna pay for another service, one of each. What do you think?
I think that's a good plan.
Maybe we can get a blessing and a fortune.
Done.
I'll say to Queen Bella, I'll say, thank you so much for your kindness, and I appreciate it very much. I'll pay for one of them, but I'll also take the other.
And then she goes, of course, and thank you so much for being so courteous and so kind. From one queen to another, as she kind of like gives another bow, and then goes, so what would you like? A fortune reading, a brief glimpse into what is to come in your future, which I can already tell is quite a lot of strife and also euphoria and all manner of things. Or instead, I can give you a blessing to protect you in your darkest hour. No matter what might happen, this will be the thing that'll help you out.
I'll take one of each.
Okay. So for she goes, I can only give you one of these. Now I can give your companion another one of these, but
see.
yeah, my power is limited.
Then I shall pay for a blessing for Dia.
Okay. So Dia's gonna get the blessing, and then you'll get the fortune reading. Okay, perfect. So she goes, well, I'll go ahead and do the blessing, because that's a little bit easier, as she offers her hand over to Dia.
Dia kind of hesitates for a second, and then she reaches out.
Perfect. You grab the hand of this woman as she looks to you in your eyes with full confidence, and the moment that your skin touches hers, your vision completely just like goes blank as the cosmos begins to rush through your eyes as you're flying through stars and space and like watching suns explode and all this sort of stuff. And then you come to, it feels like an eternity, but then you come to in the tent, and it feels like you've just been touched with something like all powerful, essentially, as the feeling fades as she takes away her hand a little bit. Go ahead and do a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. That was a net 20, so that's 23.
Perfect. With the natural 20, you're able to keep yourself together, but that was an overwhelming, like, real power. Like, whatever this woman has to offer, it's like serious business.
Dia telepathically says, I guess that wasn't the tequila.
I don't think so, hun.
as
you
you like
okay?
shake and like take a swig. Yeah. And then okay, so she turns now to you, like Queen Stephanie. And oh, I gotta go with this fast. So I guess we could pick this up next time as well. But going over to you, like she goes like, please, go ahead, and she like shuffles a bit of cards and then puts them out on the table. And she was like, I understand that you have a lot on your plate right now. Like you've just recently inherited this like throne, and that's not me using my seer abilities. That's me reading the local newspaper essentially. And she goes, how do you feel about all that? As she begins to flip the cards like sort of over and examine them and everything.
I feel. I don't think I've actually been asked that yet. It's daunting to step in my mother's shoes. However, I do feel a sense of responsibility to do better.
That's fair, and that's very wise for you to feel that daunting feeling, because had you been a fool, only fools walk around with full confidence, and don't fear the failure or anything like that. So that's good. As she's looking through the cards, she goes, there's a lot to process here. Now I'll give you the option. Do you want me to tell you about something that's going to be good in your future, or something that's going to be bad in your future?
Something that's bad.
Okay. She looks over the cards and says, from what I can see, there's a lot of trickery going on in your sort of realm. There's a lot of smoke and a lot of mirrors. There's not everyone is what it seems. There's a lot of two-faced people around you, which obviously you're in politics, so that's nothing sort of new. However, there seems to be someone that's close either to you or close to your family or throne that seems to be a snake in your essential garden. On that same token, those who might seem like enemies may not actually have malicious intent for you. So be cautious when making big decisions on where you drop the axe on certain like foes and allies and all that kind of stuff, because you might be slaying the innocent and pardoning the guilty. And yeah, as she pulls back sort of the cards, she goes, I hope that helps you in the future to come. And it looks like you're going to have a visitor in the next time you arrive home, and that's a very much importance. So make sure to pay them a lot of respect, because your decision will have a great impact on your queendom. And she like puts together the tarot cards and goes like, do you guys have any questions for me before we part ways?
Anything about that person, possibly? Any details whatsoever?
And she like takes a drag of her hookah and
Not the one that's arriving, the other one. The snake.
Oh, the snake. And she goes, oof, there are a lot of snakes in your garden. Various ones of them. But it would be good to investigate certain matters more closely. There may be secrets already lying in your throne or your queendom that you haven't yet uncovered. Reach out to people and ask them, additional questions and get the chance to actually talk with them one-on-one. And it may reveal, quite a bit for you. And she looks over to Dia and goes like, is there anything that you would like, to ask or anything?
I like to leave my fate up to Kali.
And she goes, that is fair. As she gestures over, and you see a like shrine to Kali, along with various other gods as well. And she goes, it is a beautiful, beautiful god. And with that, she stands up and she goes, well, I hope this was an enlightening endeavor, and I wish you well on your travels, but I must seek, or deal with my next client. And she goes, please enjoy the burlesque show. She gives you coupons. Yeah.
For hot wings.
Exactly. Yep. And
And
then
then
Thank you.
Dia telepathically, as they are starting to get up, she's like, "It seems we have some vermin to kill."
Indeed. I get up and I turn towards Queen Bella and I kind of like hold her hand and kind of shake it, if that makes sense. And
Sure.
I'll say, "Thank you so much for your service. I've greatly appreciated, and hopefully I can appreciate your services again."
Yeah, and she gives a bow sort of to you and go, yes, I hope our paths like meet again, and next time I see you, your fortune will, your cup will runneth over, and with that you kind of like leave. Damn, it's like that.
Yeah, telepathically to Dia, I'm going to say, there seems to be one person who is very, very close to me or my family or the throne who have been less than truthful, I guess.
It's time to charm these snakes and then exterminate them as quickly as possible.
Possibly conduct some interviews.
Indeed.
So, as you are kind of like talking about this, you've walked out of the tents, you're walking through the streets, and then walk into the Great Hall to see various burlesque dancers performing. At the very, very front of the audience is Jackson and Relvin, as they're like throwing some copper or like silver into
They're
there.
making it snow.
Just
Exactly. Yep.
coins.
They're like, ow, yeah.
Just shrapnel. Just throw shrapnel at them.
And yeah, so
This is fun.
there'll be a little bit more on that next session. So
TB continued.
yeah, due to this being a hard day for all of us, we're gonna go ahead and end the session a little bit short. So we'll go ahead and go around the room to have everyone do their sort of outros and tell us about where they can be found, what they're up to next, and all that. So going over to Utsuhime Cosplay.
Hi guys, I'm Utsuhime. I am a cosplayer, a streamer, and TTRPG performer. You can catch me on social media if you're interested in seeing what I'm up to at Utsuhime Cosplay, and that's on Facebook, Instagram, here on Twitch, where I occasionally stream on my own channel, and Brianna DeCosta on Twitter. And I am really excited that conventions are safely being reopened again, and the events are coming back. I will be making my first guest appearance at Anime Los Angeles, and that's going to be in the new year in January, so I'm looking forward to that. It's going to be a lot of fun. Yeah, there's other amazing shows that I'm a part of, so definitely, please, if you haven't already, be sure to follow me, so then that way you can stay up to date on everything I'm up to.
Yeah.
Thank you guys.
And then going over to Duralat.
What is up, everyone? I'm Andrew J. Landy, also known as Duralath. Now, you can find me on the internet, Twitter, and Instagram at Andrew J. Landy, or twitch.tv/Duralath. I do stream a variety of games as well. Been taking a little bit of a breather to make sure I handle a couple of things in life and just make sure I'm squared up. But you'll also find me at some of the upcoming anime conventions in Southern California, as well as upcoming at Holiday Matsuri. I'll be up there in Orlando in a couple of weeks as well. So just stay tuned, follow me on the socials, and above all, keep that faith alive, my friends.
Yeah. And then Discount Bar.
Hi everyone, I'm Eddie, the Discount Bard. I am a streamer here on Twitch as well, twitch.tv/discountbard, where I do variety content. Right now I'm playing Metroid Dread, so very excited to be doing that. You can also find me on other various TTRPG streams, such as on Tuesdays, alternating, we have Ecriam Expeditions, where I get to play Arch, the Goblin Artificer. You can follow all my antics and shenanigans and what have yous on the various social medias at Discount Bard. And yeah, super excited. This was a fun game today.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then going over to Rising Valkyrie.
Hi, I'm Jess. You can find me at Rising Valkyrie on Instagram at Rising Valkyrie J, on Twitter, which is quite hollow, so good luck. And you can find me on a VOD for Dollar Store DM of a stream that I did for her on the weekend, which was very, very fun, but also very long. So if you have some time to kill, do check that out. And next time you'll see me will be this Saturday on this very channel with this amazing host, D'Angelo, playing Phoenix by Night Season 2. I'll be playing Erin, a very, very interesting vampire, I'd say.
Yeah, I'm excited because yeah, you were gonna miss the last one, so now you're in this one, so it's gonna be good. And congratulations to Duralath.
Oh my god.
Second D20 win, so that'll be good. You right when you get home from Vegas, you should expect a package. So that'll be good.
I'm sorry, that was hilarious.
So no matter what, you're coming home with winnings.
Exactly. There you go. There you go.
Always a winner here. Yes.
So my name is D'Angelo Murillo. This is my channel. Thank you again for being here. I really, really appreciate you. If you want to tip any of the performers, feel free to do so by going to this link. We split up the tips and everything to be able to help fund our dreams and our passions and all that. And if not, that's completely fine and all good. This weekend, as Rising Valkyrie said, there is Phoenix by Night, which will be a very spicy episode with a lot of awesome people. And we have a full cast this time, and it'll be really, really good. And other than that, I hope you have a great night and a wonderful holidays. And we'll see you guys soon. Bye.
Bye.